Good afternoon, everyone. This is Eric. I did my post this week on space domain awareness. Space domain awareness is just another word for space situational awareness. But it got my attention because last week I read an article about it and we talked about it in class for a few minutes. It kind of got me intrigued by like how our space domain awareness is either excelling or lacking. And it kind of, from reading these articles, it seems like it is in need of some improvement to increase both precision of the level of detail and just overall awareness. So kind of right into the security threat of why is this a problem or a security problem is if you don't know what's going on around you, how can you protect from it? So we talked about how a lot of old satellites that are still in use in orbit with people who may or may not be dead or just not findable anymore are still in use and only require transmission at the right place and time based off the bird's position in space, and you can make a connection to it. Some things I was just kind of thinking of was if you are trying to connect to a vehicle in space from another space vehicle, that can be done with probably a lot less power than a ground station or even the transmitter required from Earth to get out of the atmosphere. And then also kind of knowing what's going on around you when things like proximity operations are commonplace according to the one of the articles I read this week too, where we watch proximity operations happen and track them. However, if we're not sure who's who, we may not be able to properly identify those proximity ops in the future. So just kind of thinking as stuff like OSAM vehicles start becoming more and more of a thing in space too, and we start manufacturing in space, there's a threat to both the government customer for the satellites, and then also to industry for proprietary information concerns, other ways of doing information theft while vehicles are being serviced in orbit. So just kind of my thoughts on that. Appreciate it. Have a good one.